So could fantasy football alter the actual sport?
I think it has in some ways, right?
Yeah. So I asked Marcus this earlier. I actually said to him, I said, I I think in the next 5 years, there will be an owner who wants to propose that quarterbacks cannot be hit in the pocket. Period.
Yeah.
At all.
I
They can't
really
be
hope that's not the
sacked.
case.
Next 5 to 10 years. Some franchise quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, is going to get hurt in week one. And Marcus pointed out, well, Tom Brady got hit in 2008, and that didn't happen. But what happened after Bernard Pollard hit Tom Brady?
Yeah, they made it so you couldn't go low on a quarterback anymore, right?
Yeah, they didn't care about that when Tony Dorsett got hit low in
Yeah.
a game and missed games because of an ankle injury. None of that stuff. They don't care. They care about the quarterback because the quarterback has become so important to the NFL, and now fantasy quarterback has inflated importance because you could play quarterback in your flex. By the way, if y'all haven't played flex for a long or fantasy for a long time, it used to be the flex was only a running back or a wide receiver. Then they made it to where you could play running back, wide receiver, or tight end. Then they made 2 flex spots, and now you can play quarterback in the flex. Okay, what happened when Peyton Manning threw 3 interceptions to Ty Law and the Patriots defense suffocated that incredible Colts offense? What happened?
We got a little bit more of an emphasis on illegal contact. Can't rough up the receivers as much.
So am I being crazy that the league would be willing to scale back the defense even further in the interest of upping scoring?
I'm just curious how they would do that.
Okay. Well, they could take away any bump and run if they wanted. I think they're going to take away hitting quarterbacks in the pocket. That's what I think they're going to do eventually, or it's going to at least be proposed. But if all fans want are scoring, all these casual people want the dopamine hit of their fantasy team getting more points. Why? If I'm a dude and I got Juju Smith-Schuster, and I'm like, well, why can't we have 2 points per reception? Or why can't I get 5 points for Juju getting a first down or a third down catch? This isn't that crazy to think about, right? Didn't you tell me ESPN's already doing standard first down points?
Yeah, it's becoming very popular.
Okay. So if I'm a casual fan and I say, I think that anytime a receiver catches a ball on third down, they should get an extra point because third down is really important. Okay. So the league adopts that. I'm just throwing this out there. If I'm a casual fan and I'm not like a purist, right? Isn't that what we call fans that like, the game the way it is or whatever?
Yes.
Okay. Am I being unreasonable to suggest that I would also want the NFL games to have increased scoring as well?
No, I could see that happening.
Yeah. Okay. So then if this giant number of how many people do we think played fantasy? You told me the other day that Underdog Fantasy, there was 250,000 signups in June.
Oh yeah. They filled a draft called the Puppy. That was 250,000 single entries in like 12 hours.
Okay.
$25 entry fee.
How many people do you think play in multiple fantasy football leagues? Not just one league, but multiple leagues. Millions, right? Let's just call it 5 million. Well, that's probably really low, but we'll call it 5 million. Wouldn't you agree the NFL cares very much about those 5 million fans?
Absolutely.
Very, very much. Yes.
How many people do you think played fantasy football last year?
Ahead. Honestly, I think it's probably closer to 35 million.
I've got the number right here.
Yeah.
50.4 million.
Wow. Okay. I'm thinking of more of the multiple league people, not because that 50.4 probably includes some people that were like in a fantasy league and never set their lineup. Those people. They're like, yeah, I'll do the league in the office because you need like that 10th person. And they set their lineup week 1 and they never set it again. And then they win the league.
Yes.
Yeah, that's always the best. The guy that never sets the lineup, but has no injuries and wins the league. I love that.
Yes.
Anyway, can you understand my concern? That
of course.
Yeah. And so look, at the same time, I have to understand this is the way things change.